Hello and welcome to HERU Yoga for the Blind. My name is Hannah and I will be guiding you through this yoga class today. I'm so happy to welcome you to the session. Before you get started, please ensure that you have enough space around you to move and/or someone with you who can support you and your safety as you move through your practice. Make sure to wear something comfortable that you can move in without distraction, and ideally take off your socks to get a better feeling for the floor or your yoga mat. Today's session is a sequence on the floor focusing on forward folds. Important disclaimer here today, this sequence is unfortunately not suitable for those of you who have glaucoma or detached retina. If you have one of these conditions, please choose another session instead. Otherwise, things you'll need for this class today are a yoga mat, a cushion, and a blanket, ideally folded. Now place your cushion and/or your blanket on your yoga mat as a support to sit on. And today you will start your practice in a cross-legged position called Sukhasana. If you do not have a yoga mat, simply practice on the floor with your cushion or the folded blanket. And please do not put a towel or a blanket down lengthwise, as this will make it simply too slippery and will not allow you to grip the floor properly. Lastly, as always, you are the expert when it comes to your body. During some poses of your practice, you might experience some discomfort here and there. This can be an indicator that you might want to adjust the pose, but it does not mean that you cannot practice this pose. Should you, however, experience pain or work with an injury, please stop, ease off, or choose a different pose. Pain is never something you should work through. But for now, let's get you started. Find a comfortable cross-legged position on your pillow and/or blanket. Place your feet under the opposing knees and press the outside edges of the feet into the floor. With both hands, grab your right thigh, roll the right thigh towards the middle of the cross-legged position. Your right sitting bone comes off the ground. Then move the right sit bone and the thigh back in space and plant it down. Take a moment to feel into the front right hip and tune into the spaciousness that is now there. Then repeat this on the other side. With both hands, grab hold of your left thigh, roll the left thigh towards the middle of the cross-legged position. Your left sitting bone comes off the ground ever so slightly. Move the left sit bone and the thigh back in space and then plant it down. Both sit bones now firmly on the pillow or blanket. Feel your spine lengthening right up into the top of your crown. Slightly engage the lower abdomen by gently pulling the navel back towards the spine. You are rooting to rise effortlessly. There is length in the side body. Then place your hands anywhere on your thighs or knees. Today, place the palms down on the legs. If this is available to you, and even with very little to no vision, please do rest your upper eyelids down, allowing your focus to turn inwards. Tune into how your body feels now. Bring your awareness to those body parts that are in contact with the floor, to your sitting bones, the back of the thighs, the outer edges of your feet. Take a moment here to really tune into the sensation of the floor supporting you, that sensation of rooting to rise. Then bring your awareness to the body parts that are in contact with each other. The feet connect with the thighs, the shins crossing and touching, the hands connecting with your legs. Tune into the sensation of touch. Now bring your attention to your breath. What feels more natural right now to you? Is it the in or the exhale? Where in your body can you feel the breath? Where in your body does the breath travel to? Feel the rise and the fall of the breath, the expansion and the contraction as you in and exhale, the effortlessness. Simply allow your breath to be. Then take a deep breath in through your nose and a soft, long exhale out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a soft, long exhale through your soft lips out. One last time. Take a deep breath in and then softly exhale through a relaxed mouth. Now on your next inhale, float your arms to the ceiling. Feel the side body lengthening. Place your palms together in a prayer position once your arms are above the head. As you exhale, allow the arms to come down through the middle. Hands rest for a short moment in prayer position in front of your heart. Repeat this. Inhale, arms float up towards the ceiling, hands into prayer position. Side body lengthens. As you exhale, bring your arms down and in front of your heart. One last round. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling, hands in prayer, side bodies long. Exhale, bring your prayer down to the heart. Then take one full breath. Bring your awareness back into the room that you're in. And if you had your eyelids closed, you may now slowly open them. Before you go on, take one quick moment to check your posture. Are you still sitting tall or are you slouching in your spine? Is your crown still floating to the ceiling? Are your sitting bones still rooting into the floor beneath you? And is your core still engaged? Then inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right fingertips onto the floor next to you. Root through your left sitting bone and start bending to the right. Your left arm reaches diagonal to the top right corner. Keep your right side body spacious. Even though it might feel weird initially, keep your right hands on fingertips. Now roll your shoulders back, hold this position for a few moments. Continuously keep pressing your left sitting bone into the cushion or the blanket beneath you. You root to rise. Then, on your next inhale, bring your upper body back into an upright position. Exhale, bring your left arm down. Inhale, float both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, left fingertips come down to the floor onto the left next to you. Root your right sitting bone into the cushion and your right arm reaches diagonally left upwards. Feel the energy from the right fingertips stretching away from you into the right sitting bone, rooting down into the floor. Both sides of the upper body are long. Feel the stretch in the side body. Your shoulders melt away from the ears. Your right sitting bone remains firmly rooted. You root to rise. Inhale, bring your upper body back into an upright position. Exhale, float both arms down. Repeat this once more on both sides. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, right hand down on the floor next to you. Your left hand reaches up and diagonally towards the upper right. Root the sitting bones firmly into the ground. Take one deep breath here. Then, on your next inhale, bring your upper body back up into an upright position. Exhale, bring your left arm down. Inhale, float both arms up. Exhale, bring your left fingertips down onto the floor next to you. Reach your right hand diagonally and to the left. Root your right sitting bone down and find the length in your spine. Take one deep breath here. Inhale, come back into an upright position. Exhale, float your arms down. Place both hands now with the palms down onto your knees and your thighs. Inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears and back. Exhale, shoulders come down and forwards. Repeat these gentle shoulder rolls a few times in coordination with your breath and slow it right down. Inhale, shoulders up and back. Exhale, shoulders down and forwards. While you move through this gentle movement, bring your awareness to your shoulder blades. How do the muscles around them feel? Is there any tension? Do they feel tight? If they do, where do they feel tight? Simply notice. Then take one last roll and allow them to relax away from your ears. Now come off of the pillow and or blanket and onto all fours. Place your hands roughly shoulder width apart and a little bit in front of your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide and claw the fingertips back, rooting the knuckles and the base of the palm into the floor. Your knees are roughly hip width apart and slightly behind the hips. If you have tender knees, either double up on the mat or place the blanket underneath them. Gently pull your navel back to the spine and keep your lower abdomen activated. Inhale, your heart pulls forwards and upwards. Tilt your pelvis forwards, your sitting bones move towards the ceiling. Feel your spine lifting on both opposite ends to the ceiling. Exhale, pull your navel back even a little bit more. Press the hands firmly into the ground and dome your spine to the ceiling. Feel your head and your tailbone moving towards each other. Repeat this cat-cow movement in your timing by using your breath as an indicator for your movement. You expand and lengthen the spine as you inhale, cow. You contract and round your spine as you exhale, cat. Inhale, you expand. Exhale, you contract. Inhale, feel the length in the front body. Exhale, feel the space in the back body. One last time. And then, when you're ready, come back into a neutral spine. Bring your toes together and your knees apart. Exhale, bring your sitting bones and your hips back onto your heels and bow forwards. Your arms reach out and away from you. Child's pose, Balasana. Have your hands at least shoulder width apart and bring your hands onto fingertips. Your wrist, elbows and shoulders lift away from the floor and your heart melts to the earth. Your hips continue to rest back onto your heels. And if your knees are tender in this position, you might want to try this pose with the blanket between your calves and thighs. Remember, if at any point during the practice you might need a break, this is your pose to come back to. Take a few relaxing and calming deep breaths here. Allow yourself to let go in this position, to let gravity center you. Inhale deeply. Exhale softly. Inhale deeply. Exhale gently. On your next inhale, pull your navel back. Place your hands back onto the floor and roll back into a tabletop position. Hands are just a bit in front of your shoulders and your knees a little bit behind your hips. Knees and hands are shoulder and hip width as well as parallel towards another. Inhale, step your right foot forward in order to come into a low lunge position. Your front foot is roughly underneath your front knee, creating a 90-degree angle. Your back leg is on the floor. They are both still hip width distance to the side. If your back knee does not like this position, you may want to take a longer stance or place the pillow or blanket underneath it. Inhale, place both hands onto your front knee, drawing your front knee back into your front hip, scissoring the legs towards each other. Engage your core. Exhale. Bend a little deeper into your front knee in order to stretch your left front hip. Inhale, sweep both arms right and left next to your ears. Exhale, bend a little deeper into your front knee. Inhale, reach your heart gently to the sky, slight back bend in your upper body. Exhale, float both arms back to the floor, framing your front foot, and come back into a tabletop position. Other side. Inhale, step your left foot forward in order to come into a low lunge. Your front foot is roughly underneath your front knee, creating a 90-degree angle. Your back leg is on the floor. They are still both hip width apart in distance. Place a pillow or a blanket underneath the knee or step a little longer should your back knee be tender in this position. Inhale, place both hands onto your front knee, drawing your front knee back into your front hip, scissoring the legs towards each other. Engage your core. Exhale, bend a little deeper into your front knee in order to stretch your front hip. Inhale, sweep both arms up towards the sky, energize your fingertips. Exhale, bend a little deeper into your front knee. Inhale, reach your heart gentle to the sky. Slight back bend in your upper body. Inhale, reach your heart gently to the sky. Slight back bend in your upper body. Exhale, float both arms back to the floor, framing your front foot, and come back into a tabletop position, and then into child's pose, Balasana. Toes together, knees apart, hands reach out in front of you. Take a short moment here. Then, on your next inhale, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, bring your hips to your heels and slowly roll up until your upper body is in an upright position. On your exhale, shift your hips to your right and your feet to your left. Then swing your legs around. Grab your cushion or your folded blanket and sit on top of it. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Now grab your right thigh with both hands and roll it in and back. Repeat this on the other side. Grab your left thigh with both hands and roll it back and in. Place both hands on fingertips and slightly behind you for a moment. Sit up tall, drop your sitting bones into the cushion. Your navel pulls back, your side body lengthens. The crown of the head floats up towards the sky. Your shoulders roll back, heart lifts to the sky. Press your heels firmly into the ground to engage your thighs. Have a slight microbend in your knees, especially if you're working with a hypermobility. Now hinge from your hips and lengthen your spine as you lean forwards. Here, you want your heart to remain lifted and not your chin. Keep the length in the spine. The crown of the head reaches forwards diagonally. Your hands can slowly walk forwards, but keep the hands wider than your shoulders. Now here, contrary to some belief, it's not actually about whether you can touch your toes here or not. It is a little bit more about creating the length in the side body and the tilt of the pelvis. Now, once you have found the length in the spine, that's when you can release your head and bow forwards. You now may bend your knees as much as you need in order to grab the toes with your hands. Then once you have gotten hold of your toes, you can gently press your feet away from you again, but only as much as you can keep hold of them. Then, in this position, lift your elbows to the sky. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Relax your jaw by opening your lips slightly. Relax your shoulders. Your navel keeps pulling in. With every inhale, find that little bit more length in your side body. With every exhale, release that little bit more into your forward fold. Hold this position for a few moments. Inhale, find length. Exhale, find letting go. Inhale, find spaciousness. Exhale, find ease. On your next inhale, lengthen your heart forwards, roll your shoulders back, and bring your upper body back up into an upright position. On your next inhale, bend your right leg and place the right foot as close as possible towards your hips. Then open the knee to the side and press the right foot into the inner side of your long left leg. Allow your upper body to face towards your bent knee. Drop your right sitting bone into the floor. Inhale, float both arms up high. Find length in the spine. Exhale, left hand onto your left long leg. Bend your right arm and place the hand behind your head. Take one inhale here in this position. On your next exhale, slide your left hand alongside your left leg, but keep your right sitting bone firmly into the floor. Your head presses into the hand. And here in this position, you want to create space in both sides of your body, especially in the left side. Hold this pose for 2 full breaths here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let go. On your next inhale, bring your upper body back into an upright position. Exhale, release the hands down, right and left next to you. Now cross your left leg in front of the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forwards and bring your forearms onto your knees. If you have the hip mobility, you can actually bring them down onto the floor. Take a few moments here to let go and surrender. For your neck to release, your head to hang heavy, your shoulders to relax, your jaw to be relaxed. With every exhale, allow your body to let go just that little bit more. Take one last deep breath here. Inhale, feel the lungs expanding. Exhale, feel the ease into the floor. Then, on your next inhale, lengthen your spine and bring your upper body back into an upright position. Lengthen both legs back forwards to the front of the mat to prepare for the other side. Sit up tall, and on your next inhale, bend your left leg and place the foot as close as possible towards your hips. Then open the knee to the side. Press the left foot firmly into the inner side of your long right thigh. Turn your upper body towards your bent knee and drop your left sitting bone into the floor. Inhale, float both arms up high. Find length in your spine. Exhale, right hand onto your right long leg. Bend your left arm and place the hand behind your head. Take one big inhale here in this position. And on your next exhale, slide your right hand alongside your right leg. but keep your left sitting bone firmly rooted into the floor. Your head presses into the hand. Here in this pose, you want to create space in both sides of the body, but especially in the right side. Hold this position for 2 full breaths here. Inhale, find space. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let go. On your next inhale, bring your upper body back up into an upright position. Exhale, release the hands down, right and left next to you. Now cross the right leg in front of the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forwards and bring your forearms onto your knees, or if you have the hip mobility, bring them onto the floor. Take a few moments here to let go and to surrender, to soften. For your neck to release, your head to hang heavy, your jaw to relax and your shoulders to relax. And with every exhale, allow your body to let go, to soften that little bit more. Take one last deep breath here in this position. Inhale, feel the lungs expanding. Exhale, feel the ease into the floor. Then on your next inhale, lengthen your spine and bring your upper body back up into an upright position. Now lengthen both legs forwards to the front of the mat to prepare you for your Shavasana. Bend both knees, feet are hip width and parallel. Inhale, reach your arms forwards on shoulder height and width. Palms are facing each other, shoulders roll back, heart is lifted and navel pulls back. On your exhale, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae until you come to lie flat on your back. Time for your Shavasana. Lengthen your right leg forward, lengthen your left leg forwards. Have the feet slightly wider than your hips. If you have the folded blanket still nearby, you can use this to put it underneath your knees for comfort. If you have a tight lower back, try putting the folded or rolled up blanket under your calves instead. Your hands are right and left on hip height, but a little wider as the yoga mat. The palms are open and facing the ceiling. Your shoulders roll back a little bit more, and as you inhale, lift your heart once more to the sky. Exhale, melt the back of the heart, the space between your shoulder blades, into the floor. Even with very little to no vision, you might still want to close your eyes here to give your eyelids and the muscles around your eyes a rest and to bring your attention inwards. Now focus on your breath. Where in your body can you feel your breath now? The inhale, the exhale. Simply notice. Know that for the next few moments, this is your only job, nothing more and nothing less. It is you and your breath. Feel your navel rise and fall without any effort. You inhale calm and exhale tension. You inhale spaciousness and you exhale, you ease into the floor. Feel the muscles melt and the tension to flow into the floor beneath you. Feel the ebb and flow of your breath traveling through the whole of the body. Your jaw to relax, your shoulders to relax. Your arms, legs, head and pelvis are heavy. Feel the floor, the earth beneath you supporting you and your body. Your breath is even, calm and steady. Your navel rises as you inhale and it softens as you exhale, like the gentle movement of the waves touching the shore. Feel the broadening of the back body as you're breathing in, and feel the softening of the body as you exhale. Here, you are safe. Here, you can now fully relax. Allow your body and your mind to drift off for the next few moments of silence. When it's time to come out of this relaxation, you will hear 3 gong sounds. I will then guide you gently and safely out of your Shavasana. But for now, you may simply let go. Now, without moving or opening your eyelids, slowly bring your awareness back into the room that you're in. Bring your awareness to the smells and the sounds around you, the texture of the yoga mat and the floor beneath you, the temperature of the room. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, slowly move your head from side to side. Bend both knees and firmly place the feet onto the mat. Inhale and reach your arms behind you. Maybe even take a little bit of a stretch here, a yawn, a sigh. Then come to lie onto your right side and take a moment here. Inhale, place your left hand onto the floor and press yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged and seated position. One last time, float your arms up towards the ceiling and gather your hands in a prayer position in front of your heart. Now let's finish with a few words of gratitude, to say thank you to your body. Thank you for carrying me through this practice, supporting me and my loved ones throughout this day, and for always giving me a home no matter what. With love and respect. Thank you for practicing with me today.